handle the truth.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. It's been a pleasant day the last few days. I hope you get out and enjoy whatever you can in the weather and everything. It's really nice out there. Right now, I want to kind of talk a little bit about this 3-eye atlas thing that they've been talking about so much recently. You know, we started hearing about it so much last month it was, but they knew about it beforehand. In fact, we uncovered evidence that they knew about it back, I think it was 2014, was the first notification of this thing. So they've known about it for quite a while, but it's really become prominent now, of course, recently. If y'all didn't know, the letter I, well, they say it may mean one thing. It is the 9th letter of the alphabet, so it might be some significance. But anyway, it's been coming in for a while, guys, and it's really approaching. It's going around the backside of the sun. It's going to be coming close to Mars and then heading off and making another, I guess, close bypass later on in the year. I'm not really sure. I'm not really keeping up with where it's going to go. Just what they're telling us on TV and news and everything else like that. So anyway, I'm kind of wild about checking things. I question everything, guys. I really do. I try to question everything that's going on. And so that's my thing. And so they told us that this thing come from out in the heliospace. That's when they first started noticing it coming into our solar system and everything. Been tracking it ever since. Well, I did some checking about speed. First thing was question about speed of light, and I was surprised at what they told me on that. I want to relay that to you. That the speed of light actually is not 186,000 miles per second like they told us. I know a lot of you learned this in school just as I did, and a lot of other people, that is the speed of light. Well, that's wrong. Wow, did not know that. And actually, the speed of light is 299,800 something thousand miles per second. All right. But what this 186,000 miles come from, the speed of light, is the speed limit inside the universe. I didn't know we had a speed limit in the universe, but we do. 186,000 miles per second is the speed limit inside the universe. Also found out that there is a speed of darkness. It travels at the same speed as the speed of light. They say, some theories say it's not connected, some say it is, because it's light speeding away at the same speed that darkness approaches. So without light, the darkness is. But we look at things a little bit different, that darkness is a force, as you may well know, and therefore it is at the speed of 186,000 miles per second, the speed limit of the universe. So on about Atlas, that's what they tell us. The speed of light is actually almost 300 million miles per second. Wow. Crazy, huh? So this Atlas thing, they spotted it's been coming closer. It's actually sped up, actually, if you think about it, and got here a while quicker than what they told us before. Remember, they said November. And of course, there's been conflicting and changing reports about what its composition is, what kind of colored things it's shooting off of it, fires or whatever, green, blue, yellow, red, whatever. And here's another thing, guys, is as it was approaching our solar system, its inner solar system and everything, y'all remember that beam that's coming out kind of like in the front of it, pointing towards the sun? Well, then now that's going around, that beam is pointing towards the sun now like a comet tail. But I think it's more than a comet tail, because it came in the front, and then as it's circling around, that beam is traversing with the sun as it's leaving the sun's path. So it is connected to the direction of the sun somehow. So I did a little bit more checking, guys. Of course, this is about the speed of light. Is that, we sent Voyager 1, Voyager 2 out there, and it took 35 and something like that. The other one's like 35, the other one's 40 some odd years to get outside of our solar system, right? But with current technology, it only takes 7 years. Didn't know that, did y'all? Yeah. They can reach the heliospace, which is our outer limits of our solar system, in 7 years with current technologies. That doesn't include manned flight, or anything like that, but they can shoot stuff out there and to be outside of the presence of the heliosphere, the effects of the sun, within 7 years. So, we know they've been doing this stuff, and they got secret stuff that goes faster than lickety-split anyway. So what's to say that 7 years ago, 14 years ago, they spat something out there in outer space, and it's coming back. Remember, the Space Force has been inactive since the 80s when Ronald Reagan said we need a Space Force, and everybody jumped on board with it, and that's been kind of black ops since then, until recently it's come into the limelight, if you will, about the Space Force. But what's to say that they did not spit something out there 14 years ago, 15 years ago, and it's on its fucking way back? Now, they talk about aliens and everything. We, of course, know that this blue beam operation is something that everybody's been talking about. But if they have physical proof that something that was created long ago, kind of oddly shaped and spoke kind of weird technological language and everything, numbers and symbols, whatever, we would call them aliens. And not even see them, right? And so that's coming, and somebody else has pointed out that there is a number of objects also come with it. In fact, on one of the Meteor Watch channels and everything, they showed the other day that there was a wide response influx of objects into our system, our atmosphere, on the 8th, I think it was, or no, the 8th, I can't remember what day. It was the 20th, the 20th of September. That there was a big long bandwidth of interference coming in through the sphere, which indicates meteors. But the funny thing is, instead of a straight line coming down like this, it was all the way across the screen like this, and completely coming in over and over and over again with small blips in the middle. The guys, they don't know if it's an anomaly or whatever, but this went on for hours, and it indicates, people are indicating that this was some kind of invasion or some kind, perhaps. But again, back to what this is. 14 years ago, it is not unreasonable to consider that the world governments, United States or others, sent something out there and it's on its way back that would enforce their idea about the blue beam operation and the alien invasion. It is, to me, is something that's worth considering and keeping on. So some of the other things I want to bring up here, guys, what makes this so kind of particularly important that this is going on at the same time. Since the 18th of this month, till now, till the 22nd in fact, there's going to be 3 objects coming in close flyby within 2.2 lunar distances of Earth. Not counting Atlas, though, I'm sorry, it was only 2. Atlas is going to be further out than that. But they came within 2.2, and they're very large objects that came in. I don't remember the name of them, but they came in. All 3 of them is going to do close by or flybys, what we consider our inner space. So that went on. Also, we have the solar eclipse that's going on at 3:41 on the 22nd. The fall equinox starts at 2:19 on the 22nd. Charlie Kirk Memorial starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And the new moon also starts at 3:40 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So we have 5 different things that's really marked on the calendar of world events that's majorly going to affect everybody, well, keep a lot of people's attention. So again, things happen on a certain time for a certain reason. So expect the unexpected, or expect the expected that would be unexpected. You know what I mean. Things are coming together, guys. Things are coming together. And right now we're about ready to see something go down. As I mentioned in an earlier video yesterday I think it was, something about December 29th. And it's all coming to a head, guys, real soon. Y'all have a groovy day and a better day tomorrow. Later, taters.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.